You guys have been saying for years that we make quality content, but YouTube doesn't like quality content. It likes frequent content. And you know what that means? That's right, we're just gonna cheat! We've recorded DVD commentary of our old videos to provide context to those moments in history. Some of these jokes are funny, most of them are stupid, and absolutely none of them have ever offended anyone. Welcome back to Co-op Commentary. We're doing things just a little bit out of order and jumping ahead in Bro Op history so that we can do our follow-up episode to our Cube World episode. Now, I think there was like a span of
6 years?
6 years or something like that between these two episodes. So, something to keep in mind when we're comparing the two versions of this game.
Yeah, this update came out of fucking nowhere. Like, everybody thought this game was dead, and the dude, what's his name?
Wally.
Fuck, what was his name? Wally. Yeah, that Wally had just ran off with everybody's money.
Yeah. I remember Drew was especially mad about it because, you know, Drew hadn't bought Minecraft in in-dev. So we had already seen people be like, this is stupid, this is theft, I paid for this. And, you know, we were kind of in the know of what was going on. Was like, you know, you pre-purchased a game that he's letting you play while it's in development. The game's not out yet. So we were kind of used to this feeling, but Drew was just like, I'm going to sue them. We were just like, I don't know if you're going to succeed, man. And I wonder if he even gave enough of a fuck to get his full version when this came out.
Yeah, I don't know. If he did, I hate it for him.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? I didn't know until a couple days ago when I watched this video essay, and I'll link it below. You only had a limited amount of time to claim your copy, and after that, you just couldn't do it, even if you already bought it.
Really? That's even more bullshit.
To make matters worse, like that was the plan, and the website that you go to claim it now doesn't even exist anymore.
Damn, I'm glad I did that then, even though this sucks.
Yeah. All right, so the opening card is something that I was experimenting with here. I got kind of fucking mad because this was about the time when YouTube's like demonetization and content flagging was just getting worse and worse and worse based on people using profanity in their own goddamn videos that they have the right to use profanity in. So I had started doing these edgy openers that were kind of meant to be themed after the winners don't use drugs screens.
Video was slapped together in about 30 minutes before work. It's not one of our best videos, but I guarantee that if we had 6 years to work on it, we probably would have made some better production decisions. As always, viewer discretion is the viewer's responsibility.
Cube World's a game that we played for the channel 6 years ago. So well before we met many of you guys. There's a video on our YouTube called Cube World is Never Coming Out that I named that about a year after we uploaded it because the developer gave up on providing updates for it. And just recently, the Cube World developer finally spoke up and was just like, hey, the game is for sure coming out. It's for sure coming out this month. And it's for sure been the bane of my existence for the past 6 years. That is true. He was essentially like, he got DDoSed and it somehow traumatized him and he just couldn't bring himself to finish it. One of the things that the video essay talks about is they were like, you know, if he really wanted it off his back, he could have just made it free. Like, and then,
yeah.
Like, but... Ah! I was just like, I don't see Frog on my mini-map anymore. I'm getting punched by a mountain giant.
Coming to save you with my sweet boomerang.
Finally, he got past his anxiety and stress about it and was just like, it's time to release this thing. And even if it's only a little better than it was last time we played, I support that decision. I'm sure glad it's your camera instead of mine because there is nothing on my screen but the ocean's horizon. I'm just fucking going. Some other further context is we realized that my character originally was Bones, and then years later you made Mr. Bones in Divinity. So I was like, am I still going to be Bones? So that's why instead of Frog and Bones, we're Frog and Slug.
I still don't know how far from you I am.
Watch it be as simple as like a teleport to friend option.
It probably is, but I'm fighting a caterpillar for my life right now.
If either of us find a town, we can fast travel to our friends for free.
Is there like a specific way to look for towns? Like, I mean, I ran pretty fucking far trying to get to you, and I didn't see shit.
I just haven't seen one on the map yet, and I've tried zooming in and zooming out. I maybe we got a bad spawn or something, or maybe we are looking in the wrong spot. But right now, I've found a quest to get a sky flute, and that's kind of my last-ditch effort at the moment, is to see if I can't find some hackneyed way of fast traveling to him in the sun. Now, I might just be stupid, But in the original game, it wasn't hard to find towns. Am I wrong?
I don't think it was, and we also could like just start out together.
I don't know why we didn't start together this time. Like, but we were. It was like, you know, in a Minecraft world, you have a seed, and that world can be huge. Not literally infinite, but so huge that, I mean, go look up that guy that, like, went to the edge of the world, and it took him, like, 20 days or whatever it was. Like, it took him fucking forever. So it spawned us in 2 random places in that big of a world and just expected us to figure that shit out. Finish beta. Shakura says, are you in a quest, or did you just fuck off? Well, our current quest is find each other, because it didn't spawn us anywhere remotely close to each other. Well, it sounds kind of, I might be able to spot this fucking flute, because I have not been able to find it in this pitch ass. There it is. Play the sky song to reach locations high above in the very wet. But that may not help me if it's in the very wetlands.
Do you think this might be a town? I mean, look at, are these buildings? Like, they look different. It's got to be a town, right? That has to be a town.
It doesn't warn you that healing items that aren't potions make you full stop while you're healing. So I was almost to what I thought was the town, and it just made me sit down and get eaten by the fucking monster.
Yeah, this boss has 18,000 health.
You remember earlier whenever I thought my boat had, like, expired and I didn't have it anymore?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out you have different inventories for different zones. So the moment I left the zone that I found the boat in, it unequipped it.
Huh. Well,
Like,
if I get across
I don't
this fucking
understand.
ocean, I cannot begin
Can't use this boat because I'm not
to
that
explain how stupid that fucking is.
region locked items. And essentially, I think people agree that the dev's original intention must have been to try to get more, like, longevity out of play. Is the dumbest way I've ever even heard of trying to do that. Not in Desden Ocean. What the so what, I have to get a Varia wetlands boat?
Yep. My boat just went away.
Can't use that boat now that you've crossed state lines. Haven't you read the rules?
6 years, everybody.
Do we
That's
comment
not
on
even,
how bad this
whoops, I
water
didn't finish
sound
it.
is? That's a bad decision.
I don't know.
Like, what's wrong?
I think we do.
Oh, hey, Chase. I can now see how far you are from me. Doesn't that excite
Me and
you?
my bad math.
Yeah, let me know how far it is.
108,000 kilometers.
Holy shit. That's far. That's at least 2 miles.
Chase, the moon is closer. Chase, you there?
Can I refund this?
It's been 6 years, Chase.
You know, like I said, I had read bad shit about this all day long, but I didn't think it was gonna be, you know, I don't know, literally unplayable. Like,
I thought it was going to be mildly disappointing. I didn't realize they were going to what little functionality the game had.
for real, like, I can't even kill enemies. Like, even the weakest shit I found still nearly wrecked my shit. And we can't even fucking find each other, let alone a town. This legit sucks.
If it is truly a beta, like truly a beta, then the function of it is for him to be like, okay, what needs to be fixed? Oh, God. This needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
But it's a
what's he
week
gonna-
before
yeah.
release. This isn't a real beta. This
That's
is
what I was gonna
a
say.
demo.
What's he gonna fix in a fucking week?
Yeah, like that's impossible. And the video essay that I watched talked about how he asked for feedback. Everybody complained about the same things we're complaining about, and he proceeded to just ignore those complaints.
Sounds about right.
Found a sky whistle that I thought was going to be my only fucking, like, way out of this bullshit, and it doesn't even do what it does. Nothing. In fact, it's not that it doesn't do what I thought it did. It does absolutely nothing. For some reason, Cube World's also taking up 86% of my CPU right now.
Well, it's rendering all these places the town should be.
I'll sing you a song to keep you company on the ocean. Kurion Ocean, it's north of Duramore Ocean, and you can't use boats from Duramore, because they're not Kurion boats. There are no fish in Kurion.
Mute. Okay, there. He's muted. I've been pressing W this whole time, and my finger hurts. All right, let's
You
see.
truly hate when I sing, don't you?
I do.
Carry on, Ocean.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, this better be the best city I've ever been to. This biome is ass. All right, you done singing?
Terrarion Jungle.
It's a village.
Oh my god.
Hadn't you already uninstalled it when I got here?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright guys, we beat the game. Oh my god. I can't believe I beat Cube World.
World record.
Yeah, world record.
Nick, where'd you come from?
Man, I found my people.
Okay, I'm reinstalling the game. Let's see if you can fly to me.
I don't have any money.
How much does it cost to fly?
100 gold.
Uninstalling
Jesus
game
fucking
again.
Christ. Uninstalling game, yes.
Alright chat, this was quite possibly the grandest waste of time I've ever experienced in my life. So I'm going to end this abomination now. Thank you for showing up for this absolute shit show. I'm sorry it turned out this way.
Something that we were corrected on later. We did have at least one person who was hyper mad, like super fucking angry about us disliking the game. Okay, so this was not it. Just gonna throw it right in there. The traveling to your friends is free. Yeah, and in that case, I blame our confusion on the UI and beta bugginess. But it still took us too long to get to that town in order to do that. It should have just started us together.
Yeah, like I looked for like what, an hour for that town probably.
Yeah. Here it is. Okay. People who think the alpha was better than this are nostalgia blind to the max and have no right to call anyone else nostalgia blind for defending the beta. This goes double if you're like Gats and don't even consider this Cube World anymore. The alpha was empty and generally devoid of real meaningful content. It had locations to see and shit to fight and things to collect. Fuck, most of the things you complained about were problems in the alpha too. It was a bare bones exploration RPG, but it was good and that's why we enjoyed it. The beta is good. It's still like the alpha, but things were added and changed to make this less generic sandbox voxel RPG. It's buggy and needs work, but that's why the beta exists, so these problems can be ironed out before release. Calling it not even Cube World anymore, as Gatsby did elsewhere here, is not only childish, but factually incorrect. So I respond to him here, and again, this is not me trying to fucking be rude as shit to this guy, but essentially, I still feel the same way. I don't think this attitude is healthy to have about game development or games criticism. And I stand by that. Whenever I see people who are just like, even I still love No Man's Sky. I know Chase hates it. I still love it. But I don't fucking like the people on the subreddit because they're just constantly praising Sean, the same way that Steam users is just like, oh, Gabe, what the fuck has Gabe done for you? Except for repeatedly delay and cancel Half-Life 3. Like, I don't appreciate this, like, godlike pedestal that we put developers on, and we just constantly like, oh, it's okay, we love you, it's okay. If you're allowed to have a criticism, and so we were frustrated. And I even prefaced what I said. This may be a juvenile attitude to have, but I don't even consider this Cube World anymore. So that's just an opinion, right? I hope that you guys can decide for yourselves that there was a huge difference in our experience here. And to imply that we were just bullshitting is kind of pulling it out of your ass.
Yeah, like I feel like you don't get the full view of how bad this was compared to the last time we played it unless you were at that stream or could watch that whole stream. Like this video doesn't do it justice. Like I complained about a minute ago in the video, like everything I would find was just so stout. It was like, it was just hell to fight anything because like I did no damage. But as you can see in our last video, me and him were having fun just killing stuff like that cow.
Yeah,
like,
that cow took a while, but we had a good time with it.
Yeah, and then everything else was like not necessarily easily killable. It's not like we killed it in one hit, but like it was doable.
Yeah.
It wasn't a grind to just kill some random mob.
Yeah. It was messy. It really was messy, and it really made me sad. So our thoughts that we expressed in the video were genuine. And I think a lot of people took their sadness in the opposite direction, had hope, but started attacking people who didn't. And that's not right, because I couldn't, at that moment in time, objectively say they are not going to fix this game. But I can, years down the road, look back and say, they didn't fix this game, did they? So...
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe one day I'll come back in 6 more years and add a couple more things to it.
I'll just be like, shit, guys, I accidentally pushed out the rough draft instead of the final build.
Yeah, we'll bitch about it then.
Anyway, that's been Co-op Commentary. Tune in next time when we watch something a little bit farther back in the past. This was a little bit of a jump around in the timeline, so I hope that you don't get confused. The Bro-Op branching timeline map is available on our Patreon.